Mark Williams to break.
On the face of it, decent enough break-off shot. Don't think John will be taking the pot on here, just the containing safety. Well, that red that's just flicked off the cluster, it may be a tempter for Mark to cut to the right middle. Cue ball close to the corner, but it's okay, and he's got an angle on the yellow.
Yeah, brilliant pot, John. Absolutely brilliant, and he's just caught the jaws, and he's actually left him perfect.
So first chance to Mark Williams. He won the first session of this match by 5 frames to 3. This session, it's 4-all. Chance to win the session as we close in on the 4.5 hour mark for this match. But winning this session, after winning the first, he'll go in overnight with a 3-frame advantage.
Yeah, Mark just pointing his cue there. That gap he's looking at, he's got obviously this red. If he could stun, play for pink and come down, he'd love to get that red away from the black.
4.
I don't know whether he's got the angle to do it now, but he's gone pretty straight, so we'll be doing off this shot.
Not certain whether the pink spot is available. No, it's not. So just to remind you, when all the other spots are occupied, it goes as close to its own spot as it can in a direct line with the middle of the top cushion.
I bet you it's not going to happen here, John, but I bet you'd love that pink to be able to be potted.
10.
Because that would be the one he'd play and go straight into the pack, but it's not worked out that way, the way they are. So back up for blue. Half ball angle, if he can.
11.
Yeah, he's not had much luck with this shot tonight, has he? But here we go.
He's come a little bit close to the cushion there. He's got to jack the cue up in the air. Tougher to get power in this. Yeah. Much tougher shot being near the cushion, that.
Yeah, as you say, striking
16.
down, and of course, he'd be making certain that he didn't miss the blue. Just playing safe off the red, just to the left of the black. He doesn't want to open them up.
Mark Williams, 16.
It was always going to be difficult, particularly with the black only available into one corner pocket. John can get past the green, needs a telling safety here. It's a bit pacey. That's why it's come on and off the baulk cushion. And there's a red on the left-hand side of the table that will tempt Mark Williams.
Once again, John, though, you mentioned earlier, once he's been in amongst the balls, he's been great, but missed a couple of these this evening. I mention it like it's a gimme, but they're not. But you'd expect Mark Williams, the way he's cued in this championship, to knock these in. And that is the only department at the minute that's not firing on all cylinders. Everything else is great.
Yeah, so it just shows you those stats we show you about long pot success in this session. And he didn't have to do anything with a cue ball. He'd have been perfect on pink or black, and he's a little bit taken aback by it. John Higgins playing a double here? Once again, as I say, the problem with the double, if they don't go in, you don't know where the red's going to finish. He thought he was playing as a shot for nothing. He may well have not left this red. Played the cut, got the cut, but not a good kiss on the yellow. This was very thin. And a better kiss. You've been okay. Well, if he's playing the pot on the brown, this is a brave shot to take on.
Mark Williams 1.
Well, here's another double that John Higgins will be playing for certain.
Yeah, just coming round to have a look to see what position is going to be. It could be a stun down for the black. Don't think the pink pots from that side of the table. Very close.
Yeah, he's usually very good at doubles, but they're just not finding the pocket this evening. So close. And has he left a pot for Mark? Wouldn't have thought so. He wouldn't have played the double if he had it done. No. Mark just playing the safety.
Quite right too. I mean, not only is it the correct shot, he's 9-7 up. He doesn't have to go chasing anything. It's John Higgins who's under the cosh at the minute.
Yeah, this is a big psychological frame, I believe, because when John was trailing 4-0 and 5-1, if you'd have said, right, okay, you're going to finish the first day just one frame behind, he'd have been over the moon. But Mark Williams will have something to say about that.
Yes, John, and also the fact that when you've got to 7-7, you'd be really disappointed to be 10-7 down overnight.
Yep.
Foul.
Well, that's always on.
John Higgins 7.
That was always a possibility. I mean, Mark's thinking, well, what's the odds of knocking the black in? But there you go. But is there anything that will tempt John Higgins? He's just looking to see if he plays this red on the right-hand side of the table. Would this red be the only one he leaves, should he miss it? But it's a big shot to take on in a big frame.
Well, he's gone for it. And he may live to regret that decision. Always a possibility with that shot. When you play it like that and it hits the jaws, 9 times out of 10 it runs and goes across to the other corner. So another chance for Mark Williams. Not straightforward, of course.
7.
Gonna have to open that cluster, but he'll be trying as hard as he possibly can
8.
for that 10-7 lead overnight.
Yes, and no reason not to play the cannon now. Just played a gentle one. You'd probably be thinking maybe I should have hit it a little bit firmer, because he's not really
15.
developed that many reds here. But wherever lead he builds on here, it'll be a good one.
16.
And mainly because of that red tied up by the brown. John Higgins gets a chance. If he comes to the table 40 or 50 behind, he certainly can't win the frame in one visit. So I'm into play for this red to the right middle. Just
23.
looking for another 27 points from this position, but he's not a given.
$24.
This could be the key shot. He'll go for this full-blooded. Now, you need plenty of topspin on this to get the arc on the cue ball.
First
31.
glance, it's no good. You never really know when you split reds up like that. But you could have hoped he'd been on something simpler. .41 the lead. Is it time to play a safety? Take what you've got. 9-7 up, 41 in front. Is it time for a bit of prudence from Mark Williams? Don't blame him taking his time here. Shot time's just gone over a minute.
Well, what do you think he's thinking of, John?
I think he was thinking originally, John, of trying to clip the red in the middle pocket and come round and make. He's come behind, and he knows that if he plays it and comes around the other side of the black, he'll be leaving one in the middle that he's trying to pop that red in. So maybe he's decided on a double, which he has. But has he left
Mark
a
Williams,
red on the right-hand
31.
side? And if he's left that red into the middle, which he can be stunned in onto the pink, he's played a poor shot.
Yeah, the way he turned in disgust when going back to his seat tells me that this red is on. But there's pressure on it, because John Higgins knows, should he miss it, that will be end of frame. He can't win the frame at this visit, you wouldn't have thought, particularly with that, as I mentioned earlier, that red near the brown, but he can get right back in it if he can pot this. Big, big shot.
Brilliant. I'm going to give Mark Williams out, John. He played the wrong shot there. It's not very often you can say it was poor shot selection, but he shouldn't have played the double there. He had a 41-point lead. Push a red safe on the cushion and wait. It's John Higgins chasing. No need to play this shot.
7.
It wasn't as even he got close with the double, was it?
Yeah, and we always commend him on his
8.
choice of playing a shot for nothing, but he got that one wrong. As I say, I can't see John Higgins winning the frame at this visit, but if he minds his work, he'll be right back in it. Good positional shot there. Still
30.
28 points behind.
$40.
Perfectly played.
21.
He'll have no thought about the red near the brown. He just looked at it actually and pulled his face. Because it's not one of those situations where you feel as though you could hit the red because you could knock the brown in. So what I'd be doing now, 20 points behind, just close the gap and then see if you can play a good safety off that last red.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, because it's a perfect plant, those two.
22.
So it's virtually impossible to get that red out unless you hit ball cushion first and into the brown. But even then, you have to hit 100 mile an hour to split them and get the ball into a potable position. So there's nothing he can do. I think it's take what there, try and leave the cue ball when you're on that red on the ball cushion and just clip off it and come down and try and play a safety. Can't see anything else.
Now within 13 points.
28. $29.
As I say, as you say, you could do it coming off the ball cushion, but it's very risky. He's got the perfect angle on the black just to roll it in and finish up on the red to the right middle.
Well, he had a look a second ago, John, didn't he, to try and leave that angle off the second last red. But surely, if he gets the cannon, he is going to knock the brown in. Can't see any other result.
Well, as you say, he'd have to come off the ball cushion
36.
to get the cannon. He can't hit the red direct because, as you say, almost certainly the brown will go in. Just 5 points behind now.
Foul. John Higgins, 36.
That had to happen.
Mark Williams, 4.
Things
Quiet
that
down,
happen
please. Thank you.
in the heat of battle.
Yes, two wonderful exponents of this sport, and you've seen two shots that are hard to explain. Mark Williams attempted a double, and John Higgins' attempt to get that out. It could only be one result playing it that way.
1.
10 points the lead. Still needs a good shot to get good position on the yellow. And with it being very close to the cushion, needs a good angle on the yellow to get on the green. Found a beautiful line and a wonderful length.
8.
Quick glance at the scoreboard, 17 points the lead. Still needs yellow, green and brown for a 3-frame advantage overnight.
Absolutely wonderful, but the shot to the yellow could not have been played any better. To leave that angle, and then that yellow was a lot better than it looked. What a brilliant frame of snooker to finish the evening. It's a fabulous
30.
final, and this has been a fabulous final frame of it in this session.
Yeah, not the icing on the cake for John Higgins, but what a marvellous 9 frames we witnessed this evening. It's had everything. It's had absolutely
17.
everything. And this crucible audience are completely enthralled with it, as we are.
22.
So it's Mark Williams who won the opening session, and he's going to win this session just by the odd frame, but it'll give him a 3-frame advantage at the end of day 1. Marvellous snooker, absolutely. absolutely top draw. John Higgins will be disappointed. Looked like he could get within one. But Mark Williams, when he was asked to, produced. Overnight, he leads.